It's right.
Wait.
Let me get the collar straight. Ooh, we're here with Monchel, people.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, bring it over here.
Oh, it's good.
It's her daughter right here. Yes, she ain't got no cell phone, but it's okay. Oh.
No phone.
But look, so here, hey, welcome to Moto Mindset of Successful Thinking. Moto short for motivation. You know who I am. This is Monchel. Hold on, let me introduce you first. This is Monchel, Dr. Monchel Hollins. We're gonna speak it into existence right now.
Yes, please do.
Please do.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna be talking about today is talking about the importance of education and how education plays an important part in your life and also can help you be successful. Now, the reason why I want to bring Monchel on, besides her being an inspirational person to me, good mother, I love sitting on the Instagram, Facebook, and all the other platforms that she's on. You know what? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna vote to get her on TV, get her whole family on there, so we can do the next Kardashian, but / Hollins, right? So we're gonna make it happen for them. So look, we're gonna talk about how important education is and how education can change your life. And the best person to actually talk about that is Monchel. She always talk about education. She has a book about education, and the title of the book is what?
Education saved my life.
Education saved your life.
Yes,
it saved your life.
It really did.
Changed it around.
It did. Change
and we're gonna get to know all about you.
Perfect.
We're gonna get to know daughters. So look, we're gonna get to know all about her. If you don't know already, you will know more about her. Follow on Facebook and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and get right to it. Monchel, tell us about you, and then we'll get to the education thing.
Perfect. Well, I'm a 31-year-old wife, mother, educator. I like to say I'm inspirational. I like to read. I like to talk.
You do?
Somebody always.
No, you do. Because people say I like to talk. I don't. I say people say I'm shy. I thought you were shy just like me.
Yeah, well, I'm introvert, but then when I need to be extrovert, I'm that too. But yes, that's who I am.
That's who you are?
Yes.
That's it? You do all that on Facebook, and that's all you got to say is that's who I am?
I did not know how. You told me to make sure I'm not long-winded. So
we just got started. It's only been, 2 minutes?
Okay.
So no. But okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and take that.
Thank you.
Let's take that because we're going to get to know all about it. Tell us a little bit about your past and how education actually helped you.
Gotcha. Now that I can speak on all day. Education truly changed the trajectory of my life. Everything about it, because at the beginning, when you're born in generational poverty and dysfunction, you really don't know any other way. You just know what your environment say you're supposed to be doing. So when I went to school, I knew that would be my way out. I knew I was too big for the military and I don't like folks screaming at me.
Mm-hmm. But you said, let's go back to that then. You said how the environment tell you how you're supposed to be. What is that? What are they telling you you're supposed to be?
Well, when I got married, they told me I was crazy.
Oh, you got married when?
At 18.
So that's why they told you it was crazy?
Yeah, well, marriage wasn't the thing they were doing. And Section 8, food stamps, all that kind of stuff. If you get married, then they, in their mindset, you're not going to get any help.
So hold on. So it's not the fact that they said you were crazy that you get married because you're young. They just saying that you get married, period, you're crazy.
Period. Like you
got married at 18.
Yes, you're supposed to be a single mom. That's what I saw.
You're supposed to be.
That was the norm. That was get a job, have some babies, and take care of them.
That's it.
That's
by yourself.
By yourself. And if he wants to come, he can. If he do, he don't. But that whole family type thing, that was not. That's
not it.
You're an outsider. So education helped me understand. I saw something different. I cracked open some books. I saw that people that were educated were actually living life. Like they were traveling, they were doing stuff.
You didn't see people with education in debt? God, no, I got some.
Yeah, I did.
But you didn't see that when you see people with
educational
degrees, you say, hey, that's...
And I'm going to tell you something now. That's the number one reason I came out on social media and started doing what I was doing. Because they didn't tell us that sitting behind that desk, all we saw as children or students or whatever was, oh, they're sitting behind desk, they got nice too, they look nice. But none of them opened up and really mentored and said, look, this is what we did to get here. This is how we did it. We're in debt. They didn't do that.
They didn't do that. They didn't care about that.
No, I don't think they want anybody to know they were in debt.
No, were you a good student in school or something?
No.
Like that? Okay, so there we go. Let's go back.
Absolutely not.
So hold on. So Tim, her husband can attest. I don't know.
No.
Tim not a camera person, so I can't pull his arm and bring him in the camera. He wouldn't do that. But the thing is that he probably could attest to the fact about being in school with you.
I was definitely well, this is
First
the thing.
of all, who is Tim? Tim is your husband. Y'all been married for how long?
We've been married for 12 years.
Now, y'all went to the same school together?
Yeah, we were born and raised in Eufaula.
Born and raised together. So were y'all high school sweethearts and all that stuff?
Yeah, we met my 11th grade year, his 12th grade year.
So there it is. So that's who Tim is. So I ain't want to. Tim is the baby daddy, the father, the husband. He's all that. He's the guy that that brings this love together. So tell me. Yes. So when go ahead, finish what you about to say.
I was very I was a latchkey kid. My mother worked 3 jobs, and most latchkey kids are having to really, really advocate for themselves. So when teachers would say something to me, I would tell them back off. Mm-hmm. And then I was in a school system where we were majority Caucasian teachers, and we were
in Alabama.
Mm-hmm, we were mm-hmm. We were the poor kids that didn't have nobody to ever show up for us. So how they go.
Yeah.
So when they would make racial slurs and make stuff to me, I would tell them what I needed them to know, and then they would send me to ISS for being defiant. Uh-huh. But I wasn't defiant. I was just telling them.
You ain't going.
You're not going to talk to me.
You ain't going to talk to me any type of way.
I'm sorry. You're not. Uh-huh. And then, somebody from Eufaula, they'll tell you how it go.
So but your grades you knew that education would be the way to go, but your grades was terrible.
Well, my grades weren't terrible.
Okay.
I was always smart. It wasn't cool to be smart, because the kids that I grew up with, if you were smart, you got picked on.
Yeah. And then it's weird. I end up being your boss one day, but truthfully, that's how it works out.
Yes.
Because if I would have known what I know now, I actually would have probably not worried about cheating off nobody's homework. I probably would have did it myself.
Yep.
When I went to grad school, I actually found out that, man, I actually could have done better. They tell you, so what I figured out when I was in school, when I went to undergrad, being one of the first to go to college as well, my family, but then also being the first to go to either think about getting a master's degree.
Good.
And that's the good thing about education in general. When you truly know, or when you just carry yourself as a professional, you really don't have to tell anybody that, hey, guess what I got?
That's true. It really speaks for itself. And that's one of the things why I do what I do in education, because I know what happens to those children like myself. When when no parents showing up for you, you get remnants. Uh-huh. But if I know your mom is coming, like she was just telling me about the teachers, kind of being a little. My daughter.
Okay. And your daughter's how old?
She's 15.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She was just telling me about how the teachers are treating her after the meeting we had.
Yeah.
They weren't treating you that way until your mom showed up. That they thought I was her sister, but anyway.
Yeah. But you had a dirt when you were young.
Yeah, I was a teenage mom.
How old was that?
I was 15 when I,
What girl? Now I wonder if we got so much in common.
Were you 15?
No, I don't have no kids when I was 15. I have 2 children now, but they're older. But I had it when I was older. My mom had me though when she was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom. So my mom just turned 50. I'm 35.
Wow. I bet y'all had a good time.
Oh, we grew up together. So my mom was like my sister, but also my mom. I know the boundaries of where not to go.
Yes.
Even though she's much shorter than me, smaller than me, I already know that I can't do certain things.
Right.
Because it's your mama. But we grew up together. So but that's the one person that actually put the importance of education in me with my brothers, because, she was the only parent, we a single parent household, living in the projects, multiple projects, in Knoxville.
Wow.
But she always pushed the importance of education and telling us how, going to education gets you out of, certain places, certain situations. So she dropped out of school when she was in 9th grade. So,
but look what she did.
Exactly. So out of school in 9th grade, next thing you know, she raised 3 men, and I happened to go to college, and we all been out of high school. We all went to school, got a degree, high school diplomas and all that.
Good.
But so that's her to show that. So hey, I didn't have it, but she showed up the things too when she working multiple jobs. I guess I was a latchkey kid.
You definitely were.
Because she working. I had to, we had keys to the house. I
went
home. We rode the city bus.
That's
got
us.
my brothers ready for school and did all that stuff. So
yes,
because she had to do what she had to do. But it's good to see you But like you mentioned that, you went to school, you showed up, been a part of your child's life.
Oh, yeah.
And then they seen that, okay, they treat your child a little bit different because they see you involved.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I do what I do, because I know I was the kid that no one ever showed up for. So I don't want them treating them in a way where they're like, wait, I don't have to tell nobody anything about this child. Oh, no, you're going to report to me. You're going to tell me what they're doing, and I'm coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I'll have to leave a job. At the end of the day, it is what it is. But I'm coming because I know, especially my boys, my African American boys, they gotta have education. There's no way. I'm sorry. Other cultures and other races have things set aside for their children, but you got to get something. You got to be able to speak, articulate. You got to be able to take care of yourself if something happened to me or dad. And people treat you different, you know that.
Yeah, you're right. Because when you honestly though, when you start getting more educated, people always think about education being within the walls, confound between the four walls of the school. Traditionally, you go to school, but actually, education, we actually educating ourselves every day.
Absolutely,
it's important to educate yourself outside of school.
Lifelong learner.
So we got you when you grew up in obscurity, right? You grew up in this background of folks. Hey, you need to be a single parent mom. What you doing? Get married? Not the fact that you get married young, but
what the fact?
What you doing? What you get married for? Okay, you got that. You knew the education would be the way.
Yes.
You seen people. It was an educational realm, and you said, you know what? I want to be like that.
Yes.
Because they seemed like they were more put together.
They were more. Poverty got a look. Poverty got a look. I can see. It's a feeling that you don't want. I mean, that whole feeling of uncertainty, that whole feeling of lack, it's stress.
But you thought you get that from education?
Yeah.
No, but now
I thought
you seen it from the outside of it.
Yeah.
Now that you in it,
Woo.
you know it's not much money in education.
Yes.
So it has to be actual calling to feel that you are an educator.
Yes.
That's what I definitely encourage people to understand, that you know what, this is perfect. For most Moto mindset of successful thinking, Moto show for motivation, we talk about the importance of success and how to make sure your mind is made up to actually be successful.
Right.
Everyone has education, everyone has different, successes are relative to the person.
That's true.
So do you see success being you got to have money, or do you see success more fulfilling what you feel that you called to do?
Definitely fulfilling, because once you get to that point where you think success was, it takes something else. You get what I'm saying? Something else got to fill that void. Yeah. And once you're able to pay the bills, once you're able to get some groceries, once you're able to get the car, and you're at work and you're like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta do it for that other reason. I'm so thankful that even though I saw education as my way out, I really love it. Yeah. Like, I'll do it for free.
But you're not getting paid big bucks for
that. Absolutely not.
You hear a stomach growl or something. I mean, education can be. I mean, you find out that it make it's made not much money in that. But see, like for example, my master's in education, administration supervision. So I learned real quick that education is a calling, and it's people, special people like Monchel and everything. That people like that actually they call to do that. Right now, I'm trying to make as much money as possible. That's my, so, but in the process though, I'm educating people all the time. I get fulfillment by doing most Moto. I get fulfillment by, in my sales job of being the mortgage loan officer. I get fulfillment of going out and speaking to people. But that's the success to me,
right? As
well. So you actually doing that, being an educator, educating your family, educating yourself, and then you inside the walls and know how it can be, and hey, it got to be so much deeper than me trying to get paid.
That's true.
So you end up doing other things because you're an entrepreneur too.
Yes.
Because you talk about how education saved your life, changed your life. You wrote about it. Tell us about that.
Well, honestly, I'm gonna tell you.
It's a quick read too, so everybody should be able to get it.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
it's
you
a
should
quick
get it.
read.
Yeah.
On purpose.
No, I know.
I know students. I know that they're reading all these other books, they're reading all this other stuff, and then people, honestly, this generation we in now, they scroll to read, so I knew that going into writing this book. So yeah, it really is a very quick read on purpose, okay? But education for me, the reason I wrote about it is because I don't want people to lose track and thinking that you're going to get around education. Any field you go in, you can take your butt to the military. You're gonna what? Have to go through some certifications.
You're right. You're
gonna have to go through some things. I have students coming to me all the time. Can you help me pass this? I really need to get this and get into the military, because education, you can't get around it. You in your job. What are you?
Oh yeah, training. And look, you got to look at the word problems all the time.
There's no way. In any field that you go in, you're gonna have to read. You're gonna have to do some type of educational thing. So that's why I wrote about it. Like, look, education is in everything. Don't let anybody fool you now. Don't let anybody think that you're gonna get around it. Oh, if I just quit school, I don't have to ever do anything else with education. Lies.
And you learn different.
Absolutely.
All the time.
I'm always learning different.
The good thing is, like I said, when you've been in entrepreneurship, you know, okay, I need to make some money, do some things, but I can still be doing it in my purpose.
Yep.
So by you writing the book, talking about your story, but then also you got the ACT booster, your passion, your baby, one of your other babies, because you got 3 already, but your other baby.
Oh, it is definitely my baby.
Tell us about the ACT booster.
Oh, my. I just had several students send me their testimonials so that I could, go, because at this point now schools are asking for it, and they want it at their schools to offer it to their students. So they want to see, what the other students are doing. And one boy, he wrote his long testimony about, the encouragement and empowerment. And, he really didn't understand why his parents was on him so much about the ACT. And I was trying to get him to understand that, yeah, look, I'm in a bunch of student loan debt. If you don't do what you need to do, this ACT is not to get you in school. This ACT is to save your parents from being in debt, slavery, and yourself.
Building the American nightmare.
Yeah, that video. That video you did.
Building an American nightmare. Because we always talk about building an American dream. Go get your house, car, clothes, family, white picket fence, be educated, get the job, and then you at home depressed.
Yes.
Because you can't pay your bill.
Yes. Or
someone calling you talking about, can you make that payment?
Oh.
All the other stuff. So when it comes down to it, so even though you become educated and start going to school, you still have to be smart about some things. You got to have people mentor you.
That's true.
Grow you up and show you the way.
And when you don't have that, you bump your head a lot. So that's what my ACT Score Booster is. I'm saving parents thousands of dollars because I have the inside knowledge from working at the college. I know what those scholarships.
Are you rapping too? Inside knowledge from working at the college. Tim, this girl got them flows, don't she?
I was not.
Inside college, inside knowledge from working at oh boy, all you need now is the beat. You straight. You go ahead and make a mixtape. The educating, the rapping teacher.
Why would you do that? And I'm trying to
you on trail and missed your whole thought of her whole process is shot. But what I'm saying, but go ahead, you got the inside knowledge from working at the college where you left off at. That's an easy remember right there.
So
get together.
Listen, oh God.
No, you got the inside knowledge. You're trying to help the parents.
Yes. So I'm trying to help the parents navigate the college system. If somebody would have definitely helped me, and helped my mom, of course, or took the time to even do it, I'm sure I wouldn't be in this much student loan debt. So my mission was, okay, I love education. I need money. So I'm going to write this book. I'm going to start this part-time entrepreneurship. And I'm about to help people. I at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to feel this amount of stress. This debt is unreal when you're trying to raise your children and give them a better life, So I said, okay, well, how can I use my passion and help? The ACT Score Booster is virtual. Parents don't have to find transportation for their kids to come from school to home. All they gotta do is click the link on the computer or their cell phone, and we help them boost their scores. We do reading, science, math, and English, all on the computer.
Well, guess what? We're gonna help you get out of debt tonight.
Awesome.
Because truthfully, why not help someone? It's because I gotta, it's a saying Tony Robbins talk about, we often get praised for what we do. We often get praised in public for what we do in secret.
That's true.
You do a lot of things in secret by actually planning to get things together. But then also we talk about any successful individual knows that the more people you help, the more people you help get to where they want to go, they in turn will help you get to where you want to go.
Absolutely.
So as you're doing what you're doing, there's people right now that want to be to help you do what you do and help boost you to the next level.
Oh, God.
That's why it's so important to be, I'm serious, why it's so important to be with the mind. That's why I'm glad you're part of Moto.
Yes.
Because if you're around an individual got the same mindset to do the same thing, to continue growing, why not continue to be around people that want to be positive, influential, but most of all, as they change other people's lives, they change themselves first.
Absolutely.
That's what you do every day.
Absolutely.
You try to renew yourself every day.
Every day.
And as you continue to keep helping people, you're going to get where you want to go. So before we get ready to go, we're going to have you tell us about how to get your book.
Okay.
We're going to tell about how you're going to get the ACT booster thing going.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it on the screen too so people actually can click on it or something like that. Because we want to help you get out of debt. I want to, hallelujah. I want to help you get out of debt too. I want to make it happen.
Thank you.
That's what it's all about, is inspiring folks, you know what I'm saying? So the good thing about when you're doing what you're doing, your purpose, you're walking in your calling, you never know what's going to happen.
I really do.
Now, so, to get you over there to South Africa, to go help those kids.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying? So many different things that might happen. You might grow, you follow what I'm saying? But when you're doing what you're supposed to do, so look, and we got to make it happen now because, I want to make sure to get some things going. I want to make, if it's $10, $5, buy the book. Buy the book, get a course or something, because we want to see this young lady grow and be able to make some things happen. That's what's most important, to continue growing. So the good thing is we talked about where you come from.
Yes.
We talked about where you're going and what you're doing as you're getting there. Basically, we talked about where you come from. We talked about what you're doing to get some things going, and we discussing now when you get there what you're going to do, and you changing people's lives every day. Right? That's the main goal.
Yes, sir.
That's the main goal.
That is the ultimate goal. A lot of times, I remember at the beginning of my book, I was talking about self-made millionaires.
You talking about Tarzan too?
Yes,
yeah,
I was.
Yeah, you talked about Tarzan, and it correlated it all together, and it made total sense. Tell us real quick about Tarzan. Tell us about that, please. Do about that. It's a little piece out of her book.
Yes, Tarzan. Of course, y'all know I got 2 little boys, and I love that movie. I make them watch it because Tarzan grew up in a jungle with gorillas. His parents were killed in a shipwreck when they were trying to get there to go over and study gorillas. And Tarzan ended up being raised by a gorilla called Carla. That was, the name of the gorilla. And so one day there were some explorers that came over to study gorillas, and they found Tarzan. Well, the girl get off the ship and she grows up, and Tarzan is running through the jungle like he always does. He see Jane, and when he see Jane, he starts running toward her, and she puts her hand up like that. And about maybe a day before,
like just sounds just like somebody.
I know. So she
not today.
Yeah, she put her hand up, and so it stopped Tarzan right there. And 2 or 3 days before, he had just asked his mother, why does my hands look like this? Why don't I act like y'all? Why don't I, run like that? Why don't? And Tarzan started questioning. Okay, wait, I know I'm raised with y'all in this jungle, but something different about me. I don't want to live in the jungle no more. I want to go with her. She looked like me. And so this song comes out, Phil Collins, he's singing the song Strangers Like Me, and he puts his hand up to Jane's hand, and his hand perfectly fits. So basically the correlation is you can be raised in the projects. You can be raised in an environment, a dysfunctional environment. But when God wants more for your life, I promise you're going to feel the pull. You're going to feel the shift. You're going to, I don't know why I can't sit with y'all here and talk anymore. I can't know why. I don't know why I get married. I don't know why I did this, but I don't want this. I want more. I want more life. So I was talking about that movie. Sometimes you got to, you got to break away. You got to. I mean, it doesn't mean that you don't love your friends from high school. It doesn't mean you don't love your family. It just means I want more. I want a legacy for my children. I don't want to stay on Section 8 for the rest of my life and food stamps. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Because if I got to get it, I'm going to get it now.
You got to make it happen.
I mean, I'm not going
to eat.
Yes.
You got to
I'm
eat.
not going to sit here and talk now if I get hungry. No.
Yeah, exactly. I got you.
But you don't make that a lifestyle. You get on it. You get what you need to get. And you move to the next. So that's why I put it in my book, to help people understand that when people change, they're not saying they're better than you, because I get that a lot now. I'm not better than anybody. I'm just trying to eat.
You just want a better life.
I want a better life for my children.
So my last thing is, who would you like to thank that helps you get to that point, to have that mindset? And then also the next question would be, what's one thing that's happened in your life because of education?
Oh, wow.
Just one thing.
Leave me alone.
I'm just one thing. So look, who would you like to thank about, in regards to you getting this mindset?
I would like to thank God.
Not the whole book.
We've argued so much. We have. But her name is Laura Perry. Oh, God. She's my aunt that used to come get me every summer and let me spend 2 weeks. She would come get me out of the jungle and bring me to Birmingham for 2 weeks. And I won't say hate, but she was trying to change my mindset, and I didn't really know what she was doing. So I call her the Moses of our family. She got out.
She got out.
She got out.
And she tried to bring you. She brought you out.
She brought me out. She really did, and I don't ever tell her.
But she's going to know now.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then what's one thing that happened for you that's like bad because of education?
Oh,
just one.
Starting this business.
The ACT boost.
Just entrepreneurship and everything I did, because I definitely built it. Like I didn't have any money to pay anybody for all this stuff, to teach me how to get my business license, teach me how to start my website, teach me how to do all this stuff. I didn't have anybody. I had to literally read it for myself, have discernment, who not to talk to, who to ask when I didn't know which way to go. So I really thank God for that, because if I was dumb and couldn't type and couldn't, do what I needed to do, I would have had to try to pay somebody to do all the stuff that I was doing. So, building this ACT score booster and all this stuff, it God first, and then education. So, being, kind of strapped for money, I had to use my head. YouTube, Google, all times of the night. 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, Jesus.
I want to thank my young mama, Suzette, Mama Lou. 15 years old, and just basically just always encouraged us to get out of the project, do something better, go to school. And she ingrained that in me for the longest. And I also want to thank every one of my coaches, but particularly Joe King, was like a father figure to me. How young, but Joe King told me, Troy, when you go to college, you go to school, get out of the project, you're going to be able to see things and be a part of different things that you never been able to see before because you went to school. I got other mentors like my boy Dre, DeAndre, and my wife definitely got to think. Cause my wife, who always encouraged me, she helped me write plenty of them grad school papers. And she always encouraged me about educating, but she helped me. She proofread them. I wrote them, she proofread them. But I think my wife, she always encouraged me to keep going and doing what she do, But then also but one thing that school has done for me, education done for me, is help me be able to be around different people, go different places that I've never been able to see before, meet so many different folks because of the fact of having education. Just because I got a master's degree, I was able to go speak here. Just because I had an education background, I was able to be a vice chairman of a school board. Over school, on the board. So just because of education, it helped me get to where I am. Oh yeah,
it definitely opened doors.
It definitely, I would look, people that know me in the past would never known for me to put on any suits, any clothes like this. I was wearing cutoff jeans, cutoff shorts, Debo house shoes, and cut off t-shirts, and just being, And then, but when you going to college though, meeting some people and understanding people challenging me, and like my professor, Jill Perron, man, she definitely challenged me. I remember when I said I went to her class. She was my English teacher and said English professor, and I went to her class and I was talking to her. She said, "Why are you talking like that? What? Like what?" And she was talking like with that slang and all that. I said, because I don't want to talk white. That's what I told her.
Wow.
She said, so talking educated, being educated means you talking white.
Yes, I've
Tell me what that means. And the next thing you know, that challenged me that day.
Wow.
Did that make sense?
Yeah,
because she challenged me about how I carry myself, how I talk, how I do certain things. So thank you to her too. So man, we got plenty of people thinking, but before we go, tell them how they can get your book. Where to get your book at?
You can get my book Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Just type in your name.
Just type my name, Monchel Hollins. I have a official website at www.monchelhollins.com. And you can just click on the tab that say "Get the book." Click on it and purchase the book.
And
$14.97.
We ain't worry about the price. We trying to get out of debt. Just ACT boost.
The ACT score booster. We have a course coming up. A 10-day crash course coming up January 29th through February the 9th. And that's preparing for the February 10th exam. And you can also get that on my website too. It's more information on there.
Thank you.
Oh, and the number is 888-638-9993. Extension 1.
Give it up for Miss Hollins. I'm so glad that we didn't get your hand clap in the beginning, so we're going to give it to you right here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being a part of Moto. Thank you so much for allowing me to come your home and do this interview and get to meet your lovely family. And we're going to keep growing, and we're going to help keep catapulting your idea and dream.
Thank you so much. I really, can I say something else?
Yeah, go ahead. You got
Thank
the
you
last
so
word.
much to the Moto family too. I really do appreciate this from the bottom of my heart. You are so right. And I promise you I won't forget this.
I hope not.
Oh, I'm not. You wait.
Okay, you wait. All right then. What's the last thing you want to say to them when you go? What can you want to encourage them with?
Make sure you're going to your children's school.
We're gonna get her at don't worry about it. We ain't gonna worry about her now. We're gonna get her in a minute. What you want to say to encourage the peoples?
I want to tell you guys, never stop learning. Be a lifelong learner. You never get to a place in life where you're done, okay? You might grow older and you might graduate from school, but always keep learning. And if you got children, involvement is not field trips. Go to your children's school and get your children's teachers' names and emails. And please advocate for your children, because if you're not doing that, they're not. I can assure you that.
Moto mindset, successful thinking, Moto show for motivation. The true outcome of having a mindset of successful thinking is having an unwavering expectation of successfully achieving a predetermined goal, knowing that the outcome is supposed to happen. Thank you all for being a part of Moto. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and then also or today. But then also remember, change somebody's life, but most of all, change yourself. Be good.